Hey guys, this is lesson 2, unit 9 on circles. So last lesson you did your independent work and you came up with your definitions and what was what and who was what and a minor arc and a major arc and a radius. So you have all that information. So now we're just looking at a circle center and a radius, and we're using this information to write an equation for a circle. So you can plot just about anything. You can plot a line, you can plot a quadratic formula, the little U. That's what you did in algebra. You can plot polygons. You saw that when we did the last unit where you can put anything on a coordinate plane, including a circle. And there's always a way to put it on the coordinate plane, and this is how you put a circle on the coordinate plane. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And hk is the center of the circle. So these numbers right here tell you where the center of the circle is, and then the radius tells you how big the circle is, right, from the center to the outside. So if you had x squared plus y squared equals 1 squared, that would mean that you have a circle at center 0 with a radius of 1. Let me show you. So let's say, this is my circle and I have a radius of, let's say, 2. So I'm going to say that it's 4. So see how the center's here and my radius is to 2. So I'd go 1, 2. Let me change my, let me go this way instead, sorry. So now you can see it, so 1, 2. Because the radius is squared, 2 squared is 4. Or I could change my radius. Let's say my radius is 3, so then that would be 9. And look, see, still in the center, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Any point I choose from the center of my circle to the outside has a radius of 3. So that's how the formula works. Now if I change this, and let's say I'm going to shift my center over, I'm going to shift it 1 over. Look what happens. Now the center is no longer here at the center. It's now at 1, 0. And I can prove that. 1, 2, 3. My radius is still 3. 1, 2, 3. If I start at 1, 0 and I go up, 1, 2, 3, and I could go down 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's how this formula works. Kind of nice. So we're going to look at this, and what we're going to do is, given this information, we're told write the equation of a circle with a center at 5, 3 and a radius of 2. So I don't have to graph this, but I know the center is at 5, 3, and I know that the radius is 2. So if the center is 5, 3, then h is 5, k is 3, and r is 2. And then all I have to do is look at my formula, just plug it in. So I put 5 in for h, 3 in for k, and 2 in for r. Okay, I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and I square 2 squared is 4, so this is my answer right here. How hard is that? It's just substitution. Now I'm told for number 2 that I have a circle with a center at negative 4, 0, and a radius of the square root of 49. Right? So I know that h is negative 4, k is 0, and r is the square root of 49. So when I write this out, let me move this over a little bit, there we go. I'm going to do the same thing. I have to do substitution. I'm going to put in 4, 0, square root of 47. Oh, Miss Barnett, you made a mistake. H is negative 4. I put in the wrong number here. So you guys are going to go to Edpuzzle and you're going to tell me what the right answer is. So what'd you guys get? What I wrote was not correct. The right answer is this, plus 4. So hopefully everybody got that right on the Edpuzzle. Okay? I don't have to put a 0 here. I don't even have to have the parentheses if I don't want to. 0 is moot. It's nothing, so I just ignore it. Okay? So now I want you to try doing number 3. Don't make the same mistake I did. Right? And remember to square your radius. It's 14 squared, not just 14. Okay, now try number 4. Same thing. Remember, you make sure that you get the signs right when you put this into parentheses. Right. So now we're going to look at this. We're going to look at a graph of a circle, just like I did at the beginning when I introduced this. But now I'm looking, and I need to pull from this graph what my center is and what my radius is. So in this case, my center is at 3, negative 5. Look, x is 3 and y is negative 5. So that tells me that h is 3, k is negative 5, right? And then I need to find my r. Well, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or I can calculate it on Desmos. Do you guys remember how to do this on Desmos? So do you remember how to do this from Unit 1? You click on Functions, you go to Miscellaneous, make sure you're in the Virginia Standards of Learning version. If you're in the regular plain version, it won't work. Okay, and this is what you would have on the SOL anyway. Click on Distance, and I'm going to put the point in. I'm going to put the point 3, negative 5 in because that was my center, correct? And then I look at my graph and I figure out my other point. One other point that I can read is 7, negative 5. So I'm going to put the point, 7, negative 5 in. Make sure it's in the exact same format that I have it here, and it tells me it's 4. So I could have counted. That was easy. But you can't always count, so you need to make sure you know how to use the Desmos. Okay? So we figured out that was 4, and so then I'm going to plug all my numbers in. I put 3 in for h, negative 5 in for k, so a negative negative is positive, and I put 4 in for r, but it's r squared, so it's 16. So this is my answer. Okay? You go ahead and try number 6, and instead of guessing or saying I don't know what it is, if you're confused, ask for help, please. So here's my center, and you can either count or you can use Desmos to find your radius. Okay. So now we're going to look at number 7. Now I'm giving you the equation, and you need to give me all the information. Before it was the opposite. I gave you the information, you wrote the equation. So I'm looking at this equation on number 7, and my center is h is 5 and k is 1. And I can tell because I have a 5, minus 5 here, so I change the sign, minus 1 here, change the sign. So my center's at 5, 1. My radius is going to be the square root of 64. So that's 8. And my diameter would be 2 times the radius, which would be 2 times 8, which is 16. This is easy, right? Now looking over here, there's no number with x, so I wonder what that's going to be. Oh, 0, right? H is 0. K is negative 10. I switch the sign, right? It's minus a negative 10. That makes it a positive. So my center is at 0, negative 10. My radius is going to be the square root of 42.25, which is 6.5. My diameter would be 2 times the radius, which is 13. Oh, easy peasy. Now I want you to try it. So you need to find your center. Remember, switch your sign. Okay? And now do number 10. Same thing, and don't forget you're taking the square root of your radius. All right. Lastly, we're going to work on writing the equation of a circle where I gave you the center and I gave you another point on the line. So the first part's easy. I can find h and k, no problem, right? And I can write this part of my equation easily. Problem is finding my radius. I need to use Desmos. So I put my points in, make sure you put them in the correct way or you're not going to get an answer. And I get this really long number, 6.3245555. I want to square that number, right? That's my radius, but the farther out I can type it, the better my answer is going to be. So I'm going to square that. And I end up with 39.999999. Well, we're going to round that to 40. That's close enough to 40. Not going to panic about that one. So my radius is 6.324555. I don't want to write all that down. So I'm just going to write it out to a few decimals. But when I type that into Desmos all the way out, it was close enough to 40 that I could round up to 40. So my answer is x minus 9 squared plus y minus 10 squared is equal to 40. You always have it r squared. Everything's squared. X squared, y squared, r squared. Okay? Let's try this again. The center is at 1, negative 5, and a point on the circle is negative 7, negative 13. So it's easy. H is 1, K is negative 5. So I'm going to change the signs. I'm going to put this into my distance formula, right? In Desmos, I'm not going to show it to you again. You get 11.3137. So my radius is 128. Now I just write my equation. I have x minus 1, y plus 5, because a negative negative is positive, and then 11.3137 squared is 128. So I want you to go ahead and try this with number 13. When your center is 2, -6, remember to check your signs. Remember to square your distance, because that's what you're going to put for your r. It's not r that you put in, it's r squared that you put in. Remember, here you have a 0. That makes it a little special. So go ahead and do that. Okay. And that's it, guys. There's a math space that you need to do to practice. And thank you so much. And please, if you have questions, please ask. Pretty please. Okay? Thanks.